Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Let me check if everything is okay. Tutti tutti tum. Tutti tutti tum. Okie dokie. There we go. It works here, it works here. Nice. We are live. Welcome back to Outer Worlds. Work, come on. Adjust, perform. Nice background sound, music. You make horses sounds. We are where we left off. And it's a bit, I don't know what's doing with the game. It's probably making some shaders or I don't know. But we are here, guys. How are you? How's your day? We have 2 faction quests, and then we have side quests. Then we have these. Check with Celia. Let's do that right now, after the game starts to perform normally. How are you guys? How's your day? Like, follow, and subscribe. Based on the missions we have today, there's not many left, but that won't be all of them. I have a lot of distance to run. Whoop. Nice. Amazing. Stream should look okay. Everything should look at least okay. Who's trying to shoot at me? Okay, my volume. Good. Adjusted the volume while shooting at them. Look at this big boy. That's big boy. Whoop. We go straight to the other planet. Monarch, or what's the name? We go to... Where do we go? Gladys. We go to the... It said Celia. Well, I'm confused. Oh no, I want this one. Okay. Check with Celia. And we go to Monarch. Stellar Bay. Oh no. I think Stellar Bay, because that's where Nandi and her were.
Orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Thank you. Keep on checking the volume so everything is okay and alright. I'm gonna keep you and you, why not? And there we go. Everything is loading. This was an elevator, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Nice. Hello.
Hey Sam, tell a dirty joke.
Command not recognized.
Fine, tell any joke.
Please repeat the instruction.
Get screwed, Sam.
Request is invalid.
I wasn't expecting that interaction in between them. I'm stuck in the door. Hello?
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Well, I just have some asking some questions. I can ask. Oh, I can click outside the game again. Oof. I can ask, what was the exchange about? You having money trouble? I can ask Grim. Asked me to check with you about his tossable poster. I can ask, I'm just looking around, or I can say, never mind, leave conversation. I'm gonna do that right now. Because I need to check something. I'm full screen, okay? Yeah, I'm full screen. What the hell?
Hello again.
So. I'm just looking around.
Oh, in that case, welcome to MSI headquarters. Mr. Nandi runs things for Stellar Bay from here. Apart from that, we've got a bar, a diner, and a really great animal parts vendor.
Uh-huh. The options are, I'm clearly in the wrong line of work, or it's cheaper if you hunt the animals yourself, or what do you need with an animal parts vendor? Let's ask the second one. It's cheaper if you hunt the animals yourself.
I'm not much of a hunter. Besides, then I wouldn't get to talk to Sebastian. And it's hard to get him going about much else. He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Why do you keep animal body parts or whatever? The option is maybe I can talk to him for you. Or the second one, just ask him on a date. Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Okay. And I can say, wait, I'm curious, what do you see in Sebastian? Or I can say, I'll talk to you later, leave conversation. The first one, wait, I'm curious, what do you see in Sebastian?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Good to have standards, I guess.
I know what I'm looking for.
The options are, you really want to be with someone you can talk to? Another one is, there are other fish in the sea, Celia. And the third one is, that's all I need to know. She talked a lot in the last thingy. Uh-huh. Well... You really want to be with someone you can talk to?
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
There are other fish in the sea, Celia?
Not in Stellar Bay. Everyone else who isn't taken either smells like salt tuna or they're my boss. Besides, a man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up.
I was unmuted, oops.
Not in Stellar Bay. Besides, a man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up.
Uh-huh. I got a line without coughing over it. That's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
I'll talk to you later. Good. Now...
Sam, did you clean my quarters?
I'm gonna go.
This morning.
Customer order, clean my quarters. Process
Where do I have to go?
and add it to the schedule. Please
Where?
respond in...
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
Okay, I'll see you. I have something else to ask you. It seems it's probably the quest, but first I want to talk to him. Task, flowers for Sebastian. Okay. At least I have a waypoint, I don't have to find them.
You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Let's talk about Celia. I can say, let's see what you have, trade. Maybe some of the other time leave conversation. But I'm gonna say, let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days. But I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
I can say, would you consider going on a date with her? Or I can say she likes you. I'm gonna say she likes you.
Nice of you to say. I like her too.
I can say she's interested in you romantically. Or I can say, no, I mean she really likes you. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. She's interested in you romantically.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm? Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I don't know if it's about paying less, but the options are, she doesn't want a discount, she's attracted to you. Or I can say persuade 25. Don't take my word for it, spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount. Or I can say bribe, consider this 101-bit advance against lost business. Or I can say forget this, leave conversation. Persuade 25. Don't take my word for it, spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
There we go. That's a fast quest.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
Well, he said he'll go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
The first option is, he likes you, Celia, just don't ask him for any discounts. The other option, the second one is, look, you've got your chance, have fun and don't overthink it. And the third option is, all I know is that if you act this crazy, you'll send him running. I'm gonna say the second option. Look, you've got your chance. Have fun and don't overthink it.
Oh, I will. Now I've just got to figure out which jumpsuit I'm wearing and how I'm fixing my hair. Or maybe I should go with a casual look? Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back to work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Nice. Now, let's talk about the quest.
Thanks again for setting me up with Sebastian. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, Grimm asked me to check with you about his Tossbow poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grimm wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Thanks, I'll do that. Leave conversation. Well then.
Sam, have you been washing my clothes?
Affirmative.
Now I look like a banker or a dentist.
Teeth cleaning request processed.
I think they're gonna continue right now. Hopefully. Never mind. Oops. I interrupted them. Sorry. Do we have anything interesting to kill over here?
Deploying
What?
odor neutralizing.
Wait, what? Why do I have two of them? Help the broker deal with... What? Speak with Velma at the warehouse, man.
Now.
That's what I need. What the hell? It's like the quest in Cyberpunk, it changes the goddamn mission to it. I mean, yeah, because I finished the other one and I didn't pick this one up. It jumped the main. I think I'm ready to even finish the game if I have to fight like a boss or something.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rap musk. Bet they also pay.
Now I'm gonna get lost again. There we go. Wow. Hello, Velma. I'm gonna save. You never know.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
My options are, take it easy, I'm just looking around. That's the first one. The second one is, what are you talking about, Catherine? And the third one is, lie 15. Catherine said she'd shove you in a box if you keep running your yap like that. No. What are you talking about, Catherine?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
And I read that like a robot. It was a question. It was, what are you talking about, Catherine? Like, who's Catherine? So sorry. The first option is, your chief what? Or I can say, I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster. Or I can say, what's this about your foreman? Or I can say, I don't have time for this, leave conversation. Stages for walkout, and now my chief pescatological with fish health manager is missing. What's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials. He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Okay, sipped some coffee. My options are, I can talk to Caleb for you, or I can say, why don't you just pay them more? Or I can say, surely you can make them come back. Or I can say, let's talk about something else. Or I can say, I don't have time for this, leave conversation. Well, let's say this, I can talk to Caleb for you if you want.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Okay. My options are, tell me about your missing coworker. Or I can say, I'm here about Grimm's poster. I can say, let's talk about Caleb. And I can say, who's this Catherine you mentioned when I first came in here? Or leave conversation, I'll talk to you later. This one. Who's this Catherine you mentioned when I first came in here?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer. Something else on your mind?
So she's the boss. Okay. Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
First option is, why can't you give him his pay increase? Or second one, they're hard workers, aren't they? Don't they deserve some compensation for that? Yeah. They're hard workers, aren't they? Don't they deserve some compensation for that?
Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work. Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much.
Why can't you give him his pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
My options are, Sanjar's gonna notice your shortfalls before long, and he'll hold you responsible. My other option is, are you willing to meet Caleb halfway? And my other option is, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Now, I'll talk to you later. No, I kinda wanna talk to Caleb if I have any quest. I don't have a quest for that. Which one of you is Caleb? There's no Caleb around here, so.
Wouldn't mind smelling like salt tuna if we could sell more of it.
I wanna talk to you only.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here.
Yeah. And let's say, are you willing to meet Caleb halfway?
For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
Then I can say Sanjar's gonna notice your shortfalls before long and he'll hold you responsible.
Maybe so. But I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. Then he'll have to come back. He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk. But if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home. Near the diner.
Now we got a quest. Let's
Fine
talk
by
about
me.
something else. And let's see something. Herrick's handiwork. Convince Caleb to return to work. I had a question about
I'd
this.
give you a...
Tell me about your missing coworker.
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Okay, so this is another guy. Okay, there's two different guys. Okay, understood now. First option is he'll come back eventually. You can't constrain a person's freedom. Or I can say, don't you have rules about that sort of thing? Or I can say, if you say so, or I can say so, find him and drag him out by his ears. I don't know. Don't you have rules about that sort of thing? But he has a notion of working hours, comes to living free colony, I guess. Don't you have rules about that sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
No, but we found that guy in Monarch. Hopefully that's not him. You said Braxton had been stealing drugs?
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Little faster on Braxton's shift. Why didn't you turn him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna, fat and mostly tumor-free.
So he knows his stuff. Okay, you cannot lose him, kinda. I'm here to ask about let's ask this after we do her quests and everything. I'll talk to you later, leave conversation. I have to talk to two guys. Let's go to Braxton first. Hopefully he didn't OD, but we'll see. And hopefully he's not a dead body. What the hell happened to that building? Stellar Bay.
Whatever you do, don't mention it. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
Laura.
If you've gotten stuck in an hour-long rant.
Hello?
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
I'm looking for Braxton. Have you seen him? That's the first option. The second one is, didn't mean to scare you. I'll go leave conversation. The first one. I'm looking for Braxton. Have you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Dilated pupils, anxious posture, muscle spasms. She's high on some quality stuff.
No! Okay, maybe just a little... Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the marauders and the raptidons outside, you know?
So you do know Braxton. Where is he now?
Oh, damn. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick, and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
That's all I needed. Leave conversation.
Reminder, if you let your SAM unit be eaten by wildlife, it voids the warranty.
Thanks for telling me. I don't think you still have a warranty though. What quest is this? The secret people searched the house. Braxton was making a delivery to a house south of Stellar Bay. Perhaps you can find him or an indication of where he might have gone next. I have to talk to the people from the other camps, by the way. Forgot about that. House.
Rising. Concentrated amount of scum present ahead.
Yeah, shotguns are not good for anything in this game. At least not that one.
Cleaning cycle complete.
Nice.
How about that?
Not taking that much damage anymore. But you never know.
Watch a pro at work. Anyone else? Nice one.
Analysis of efforts. Wrong tool.
I love the crit and the stun I deal with the slow-mo. There we go. I need to let them kill the enemies too, because it helps me save some ammo for me. Okay, this is a building, and I know this game. How do you call it in English? I know it. Is it that one? I think it is. The simplified version of it or something. Nice. The buttons are not being pressed. Edgar Mather. Hello?
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
In my experience, any stranger this friendly either wants to rob and airlock you or sell you something.
Nonsense. Out here in the wilderness, we welcome all who come to our door. Now come in, make yourselves comfortable.
I don't know who's sending them hearts, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And my options are... So, he said, welcome, he wasn't expecting people. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. And he seems very fishy. Not really, but he, like, his tone in his voice is like, hello, micora, welcome to the stream. How are you, how's your day? The tone in his voice is a bit odd. The options are, I'm looking for a man named Braxton. He supposedly came by here. Or I can say, thanks, don't mind if I do. Or I can say, actually, I think I'll be going. Leave conversation. Yum, 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 yum. Thanks, don't mind if I do. Let's see if he eats me.
Excellent. You've arrived at just the right time. My wife is putting the finishing touches on dinner. Please, make yourself at home until it's ready.
Uh-huh. Okay. No problem. Hello. Levi. I cannot see it. Martha. Is this like the Red Dead Redemption 2 family. Only that now they have a son. What are you cooking? Nothing. Okay, that's just a hot plate. I was looking for a guy. Requires matter house key to unlock. Wait, I cannot leave now. Oh, I'm confused. Who's that? They closed the doors. Lizzie matter. Hello?
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
I can say, what are you talking about? Or I can say, lie. One, sure, I brought some candies. Or I can say, I don't have anything like that. I'm gonna say the first one, sure, I brought some candies.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
Yeah. I actually don't have any I mean, probably I have in my inventory some candies, but it's gonna end up by shooting them, right? Probably. The options are, what's his name, Braxton? Or, what can you tell me about this man? Or, why isn't he bringing you more rocket candies? Or, I'm gonna go now, leave conversation. Why isn't he bringing you more rocket candies?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that.
Some kind of off-brand drug, maybe? Wouldn't be the first or the worst.
They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again.
What can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Okay. What's his name, Braxton?
I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
Okay. So the only info we have is... come from the city. Yeah. Candies. Make them well, so you're addicted, probably. Or, I don't know. A gift from the Eternal, I'm gonna go now. Leave conversation.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Warning! Sam's specially formulated blood-out fluid remover has been known to eat through flesh. Handle with caution.
Is he giving me like hints? Oh, this is a slick one, this robot. He's giving me like hidden messages to watch out. They're shady and they killed him. I can hear the sound of the bulb, of the light. That's so nice. That's a very nice detail you don't really notice in many games. I'm gonna take that.
Enter in quiet mode.
Oh, don't say that out loud. I mean, probably that's the joke. Did I see something with red like an enemy? On the compass. Well, there's nobody here. This is just a room. I can lockpick in there. I can take my gun out.
I've seen and made my share of corpses, but this is downright unsettling.
No job is too great, too grueling, or too gruesome for a Sam.
I'm gonna try something before entering. I'm gonna see if anybody else has anything else to say, because I was expecting this to happen, but let's see.
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
I can say, I certainly can't fault your optimism, or I can say, if you're so eager for company, why live all the way out here? Or I can say, I hope you're gonna preach at me all through dinner. If you're so eager for company, why live all the way out here?
The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves.
And by the way, it said, I hope you're not gonna preach, not are gonna preach. The options are, things have a way of working out, I suppose, or I can say, what do you mean by that? Or I can say whatever, I don't have time for this. Give me just a second. Okay. So she's speaking things. Uh-huh. 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 What do you mean by that?
Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Is that all I can talk to
I
you?
hope you favor ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to make do with what we can find.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Options are, actually, I'm looking for a man named Braxton. The second one is, yeah, I guess so. The third one is, that wasn't my plan. The third one, that wasn't my plan.
Are you sure? Because someone came for dinner yesterday. Or a week ago. Wasn't that you? Maybe not.
The options are you okay? You seem confused. Or I can say, you're a few rungs short of a ladder, aren't you? Or I can say, I'm gonna leave you alone now. Leave conversation. The first one, are you okay? You seem confused.
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip. Other times it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
I feel you, man. I know what you mean. The options are, enough about that. I need to find Braxton. Or I can say, maybe I can help you. Or I can say, I'm gonna leave you alone now. Leave conversation. I'm gonna say this one. Maybe I can help you.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
I'm gonna leave you alone now. Leave conversation. Yeah, they're like the guys in Red Dead Redemption. Kinda. They're strange. But they have a son and daughter. They're not a son and daughter. So maybe these will grow up to be the guys in Red Dead Redemption. Like, it's not the same timeline, but you get what I'm trying to say. And these are the parents that made them that messed up. So yeah. Talk to everybody, right?
Space or choice pills that
You must be famished. So are we, my friend, but one can't rush a fine meal.
Why is the door locked? I can say, have you seen a man named Braxton around here? Or I can say, why is the door locked? Or I can say, I'll keep myself occupied then. Leave conversation. This one first. I'll keep myself occupied then. Leave conversation. Save. Blah blah. Why is the door locked?
Is it sticking again? I'm afraid nothing out here works the way it used to. There's a bit of a trick to jimmying it open. I'll see to it once we've finished dinner.
I can say okay, or I can say no. You'll see to it now. No, you'll see to it now.
Please, there's no need for incivility. Though I certainly understand how hunger sharpens the temper. I promise I'll get the door open once we've had our meal. Until then, why don't you stretch your legs a bit? A nice walk around the house will surely limber them up.
So they're kinda sending you towards finding that guy. Have you seen a man named Braxton around here?
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The raptidons and marauders scare off all but the boldest.
Okay, and I'm sorry, but I forgot to pick this. But now I have it again. This option said attack. I'm not staying locked in here with you people. Leave conversation. I'm not gonna attack yet. I can say, are you sure you haven't seen Braxton? I heard he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now please, try to relax. Undue stress tends to spoil the meal, you know.
I'll keep myself occupied and leave conversation. Okie dokie. And now we go to him. Hello.
space or choice pills.
It rhymes, it sounds nice.
of overload. Too much spillage. Contaminant level too extreme. Warning! Warning!
Same.
Does something like this?
Braxton hacked work ID. Identifies Braxton hacked as an employee of the MSI fishery and Velma Ballard as his supervisor. Okay. So Braxton hacked work ID. Name hacked Braxton. Supervisor Ballard Velma. Position Chief Pescatological Health Manager MSI. If lost, please return to Ballard, Velma, or current supervisors of MSI Fishery Operations in Stellar Bay. Take. Okay, I have the proof he's not with us anymore, or that I at least found his thingy. That, oh, and even if I were here I could see him. Huh. Could I? I could be curious. Not see him. Okay. There was an option to like find the key of the house too. I don't know where they keep it, but he's gonna be alright. I have a robot with me. Oh, he's gonna be alright. Sorry to be you guys, but you're gonna die. The girl is not here anymore. Magpick ring.
Nice and easy.
Well, they're not gonna leave too much anyway, so I better just take things. Examine. Levi Matters Poetry Journal. Private, do not read. Sunrise. The sun crests the horizon, as round, soft and warm as the lump of a cysty pig. The day is fresh and alive with possibility. Trees. Ever reds, rise from the ground, glistening and triumphant in daylight. They remind me that life can grow, even here amidst the dust. Sky. Monarch 1. Grows large and dark. Larg. That's like in Romanian. You're missing the E to make it English. Grows large and dark. Like a mouth that eats the sky. I tried to think of words. I had to describe it, but something dark swallows them. Okay, so the more they eat people, the less brain they have. Like, their brain functions. Hunger. There is an ache sharp in me stomach. Hurts all the time. Food makes me sick. Water makes me sick. Always hungry, so I can't think. What if I sleep? Do I die? Imagine you sleep and you just die. Well, I can just escape. Okay. I can just leave. I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna kill them first. Guys?
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
My options are... Relax, this doesn't have to end badly. Or I can say, yeah, it's one of my better qualities. Or I can say, the murdering cannibal accuses me of being nosy. Or I can say, attack, I've seen enough from you people. Leave conversation. This one, the murdering cannibal accuses me of being nosy?
Quickly, my dear. She's getting agitated. We can't let the meat spoil.
Don't worry. We'll make this quick.
My kind of
Sanitization incoming!
Well... You're kinda dead, people.
Just like that.
You are very dead, people. Well, you still had some normal food on you. Making sure they stay dead. Well, that's something. Okie dokie. Today I feel immersed. Maybe I'm just sleepy. Maybe I'm just tired, but I feel a bit more immersed than usual. And more curious. Hello Alexander, welcome to the stream. How are you? How's your day? Thanks for being here today. So the cannibals are dead. And now we are outside. We need to tell about that guy. I mean, yeah, we're gonna tell her after we find Caleb. We convince Caleb to return to work. And then we're gonna talk to her and tell her about both guys.
Counting. 126 messes. 127 messes. 128 messes.
129. Mm-hmm. Tried to jump, but it just looked. Whoop. Okay, let's see. Terror biological overview. Yes, yes, yes. Stash. Caleb. What's the thing with stash again? Why is there a stash? If this stash were to go missing, he'd have to go to return to work. Let's talk to him first. Let's not be the bad guy yet. Hello, Caleb. You need to go back to work, biatch.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
First option is, yep, Captain Havalausi of the Unreliable, or I can say, yeah, Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable, or I can say, what's this to you? What's it to you? Not what's this to you. What's it to you?
Nothing at all. Just like to be friendly like with newcomers. It's the MSI way.
What options do you have to play, Alexandro? My options are, fair enough, Captain Havalausi of the Unreliable, or fair enough, Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. Those are two options. Third one is, why would you want to do that? The last one is, if I see a newcomer, I'll tell them you're buying. Why would you want to do that?
Isn't so often we get new faces around town. Plus, we've cause for celebration today. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
The options are, what are you celebrating? Or I can say, we need to talk about Velma, or I can say, I'll talk to you later, leave conversation. What are we celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
The options are, what could be so bad it made you walk off the job? Or I can say, won't you get in trouble for that? Or I can say, good luck with that. What could be so bad it made you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
Yeah, okay. The options are, we need to talk about Velma, or I talk to you later, leave conversation. The first one, we need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
The first option is lie 50. Sanjar's going to fire Velma if you don't return to work. Or I can say, any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma to negotiate? Or I can say, Velma's threatening to replace you with sublight contractors. Or the fourth one is, fourth one is, I'll talk to you later, leave conversation. Let's see this one first. Any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What's this about blackmail now? Blackmail now?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
I'll talk to you later. Leave conversation. Interesting. So she could be a bit fishy. So let's... No. So I got some dirt on Velma too. Let me see if I have any new question, because
What are the chances of all the time?
trying to maybe help both people.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
We need to talk about Velma again.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Velma's threatening to replace you with sublight contractors.
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. I need to find her again. And tell her what I found out about her. I mean, I don't have a waypoint for that. The mission really wants me to, like, screw this guy over.
Did Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
I've got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Give her Braxton's ID. He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
My options are, cheer up, maybe now you can hire someone better. Or I can say it's a rotten way to go. Or I can say you definitely sound like one. All options are bad. You definitely sounded like one. I'm gonna say that.
Ease up. I'm running on a chronic shortage of sleep here. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Not yet. Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
Okay, I can persuade. I can lie 30. I know you're taking a percentage off the top. What would Sanjar say if I told him? Or I can persuade 45. You've already lost Braxton. Can you afford to lose Caleb's entire team?
I don't even want to think about that. Or how far behind Braxton's loss alone is going to put us. Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately.
There we go, we did it. Okay. I'm going to tell him, and I leveled up. So they got the raise, thanks to me. And to Braxton dying, sadly. Bennett.
In case I did not impress it upon you before, I'd like to enjoy my solitude.
I'll leave you be. Save. Talk.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
I convinced Velma to see reason. She'll increase your pay. Or I can say you've got your pay raise. I convinced Velma to see reason. She'll increase your pay.
How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with a bit card of her own accord. Here, take this as compensation. It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done. Now me and my friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
Okay, thank you. See you. Now I talk to Velma about the other thing. Hello. Imagine the people of the city see me jump like this. Everywhere.
Got my sight.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in, You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
My options are who's Nell, or I can say you still have the poster, right? Or I can say so you're just giving Grimm's poster away. Didn't he pay for it? Or I can say surely we can work something out. I'm gonna say this: you're giving Grimm's poster away. Didn't he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
You still have the poster, right?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
Who's Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
I think I know her. I think we've met. My options are, so it's about the money. Or I can say, she does sound easier to deal with.
I don't have time for Grimm, even when I'm not working doubles.
Surely we can work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
My options are intimidate, 45. You won't do much business if your neighbors hate you. Consider this an investment. Or I can persuade, 15. Help me out here. I found Braxton, didn't I? Yeah, but we kind of paid that back with Caleb and whatever. I can bribe. Take 101 bits for the time Grimm's wasted. He'll still pay for the poster. This one, why not? Bribe. Take 101 bits for the time Grimm's wasted. He'll still pay for the poster.
Damn right he will. Hopefully that'll be the last I see of him for a while. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind?
I'll talk to you later. Leave conversation. Hello. That's the other guy with the glasses. That's Caleb. Not the lonely guy. The guy that wants to be lonely. I'm gonna keep my points. Not use them. Just keep them there till I need them. Because why not? That's how I did it with Cyberpunk. When I needed something, I would just upgrade it on spot. Now I have the Grimm tomorrow. Deliver the tossball poster to Grimm. Yes. Hello, Grimm.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
My options are: give him the poster. Here it is. Remind me what's so special about this poster. You know, you really are a little. So my first option: give him the poster. Here it is. Second one: remind me what's so special about this poster. Third one: you know, you really are a little too persistent about this. And fourth one: I don't have time for this. The third one: you know, you really are a little too persistent about this.
Sorry, I just get so excited, and I always feel like I miss everything that happens in town while I'm up here.
Give him the poster. Here it is.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
You're welcome.
You think maybe you could get some of your friends to land here, too? Gets real quiet.
Maybe. We'll see. And now, the distress signal. Return to Gladys on the Groundbreaker. You have acquired one of the company's secrets that Gladys was talking about. You can return to her to sell it or keep searching for more secrets. You've acquired all of the worthwhile company secrets in Roseway. Head back to Gladys on the Groundbreaker. You return the Raptidon mask research to Vaughn. You sold the toothpaste formula to Gladys. So there can be other things to acquire. I'm gonna leave this open. Faction quest. Meet with Catherine and get into the arms building. Optional wipe any terminals in the building. Yum, 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 yum. Meet with Catherine. Take the passcode you found on the sublights sublight agent's body to Catherine in Fallbrook. She'll provide details on how to salvage the Alta Vitae gas. So, Catherine that Velma was talking about. Okay, so she's the leader of the other city, right? Or something like that. No, she's in here, never mind. No, she's outside. That's the door. So, I don't know, but it seems that Sanjar is not the best guy. I don't know if I should help him. If I remember the story correctly, he's trying to like be made the boss of the planet and call some investors back from the board or something. It's sad that if I don't add my skills, it's gonna say above tab skill points available. Blah blah. I don't trust them when they surrender, I'm sorry. I'm gonna level up again soon. I need to find the proper way, because sometimes you don't have a way to go. And I should talk to all the leaders in all cities. We still have the other city. Where is it? Where was it? Amber Heights. He's right here.
Here we go! Clean cycle step 2, industrial stain. Get out!
We are strong. Good. Any more enemies? For the moment it seems like no. Transition to Amber Heights. Let's see.
Disarray level analysis. Utter and total chaos.
Zora sends me out next.
Okie, where's the leaders? That means this is Huxley's terminal. Stay out. That means you return to route. Okay. What? I just got everything. Well, exit, save, re-enter. Dear diary, I'm gonna read all of this. Yes, all of it. But give me just a second. Drank some coffee. Graham taught me how to meditate today. You close your eyes and you breathe. In real deep and try not to cough. Then you just listen to yourself. You know how sometimes you'll be hiding from a mantiquin and you're trying to be quiet, so you focus real hard on your breathing and you can hear your heartbeats and you think, how can this mantiquin not even hear me? And all of a sudden you have to sneeze and it reminds you of that time when you were coming back with a delivery, and as you were putting it on Zora's table you sneezed and it slipped and a bunch of things broke. Meditating is like that, only you're supposed to think of these things on purpose. Graham calls it, I don't remember what he calls it, Reco something. He says it's your own eternal truth bubbling up to the surface. And the things you remember are what you're supposed to focus on and try and improve. When we meditated, I almost remember that sitting on rocks hurts. Maybe I'm supposed to toughen up my tailbone. Return to root. Dear diary, Zora's really smart, but you know what? Sometimes she can. Sometimes she can be such a bitch. 1 second. Continue. I was supposed to get some info from her, I was supposed to get some info for her from Cascadia, but I couldn't find a way over without, going through Marauders. So I gave up and stopped in at Fallbrook to pick up some supplies instead. While I was there, Chastity dropped in for a few games of whist, something. She's so cool, she's always playing games there. When I lose beats, I get really upset. I don't have much, so losing what I have, it hurts, you know. But Chastity can drop thousands on a single game and she's fine. Well, sometimes she drinks a bit and slams the door. No. Well, sometimes she drinks a bit and slams the table and storms out. But still, mostly she's cool about it and I admire that. Anyway, when I got back, Zora yelled at me because I was a little late. Something about medicine not getting here fast enough. Sigh, like, Graham just said to try not to lose track of time on my next run, and I promised I would. See, that's how you teach someone. Don't gotta yell and make them feel bad. Return to route. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Like, real sneeze. There we go. I felt it mid-read right here. And even the song in the background, like in the background sound, yeah, even that helps the story and everything. Yeah, the reading. Yeah. Another Dear Diary. Today Zora gave me permission to buy ammunition from Bronson. I don't think I want to, but she said I should just in case. But guns are really loud. I'd rather just run away than shoot one. Still, I'm kinda proud. Zora said it was like a promotion for something I found in the wilderness. I think it's a code for a door, but I'm not sure why it's important. I can't even get near the place without getting attacked. I asked her what a promotion is and she smiled in a really sad way and told me I shouldn't worry about it. Okay. I stopped another sneeze. Dear Diary. This will be my last entry. Sorry, Diary. You've been a very good listener, but our time has come to an end. This terminal was making a horrible beeping noise yesterday, and someone smashed it while I was out, and now I can't save more diaries. Milton can't fix it, and plus, he says I should stop coming into his house to write when he's not around. Whoever smashed poor terminal, if you're reading this, suck sulfur. I can hack it. Hack 55. Repair the terminal storage device. Storage capacity increased. Logs prior to the most recent 4 entries are unretrievable, but new entries may now be saved. Return to root. Okay. Bye. I fixed it.
Get a whiff of that sweet sulfur air.
Yeah.
Ugh, my stomach.
As you were.
Closed. Nice font. Hello.
Good luck in all that you do.
Same to you.
This armor itches something awful.
I never been up here, I think, or maybe I forgot. I need to find one leader, and there's another one. Zora and Graham, or what's his name?
Big Zora needs tendons.
Okay. Oh, we have some injured or sleeping people. I don't know, 1 or 2.
Huh? Hey.
I don't see no leader around. Okay. This way. Okay, this seems to look like the house of a leader, I think. I don't know. Iconoclast. Rioter, agitator. Do you sell things? No.
Move along.
Nice cards. I think I saw them somewhere before, but nice. Bag of chips or something. Move, guys.
A Manta Queen.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
and hell only knows where the Van Oys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
That sounded strange. Why do you call yourself the teacher? The first option is, what do you teach? The second option is, I'm told you're out of pamphlets, that's a shame. The third one is, this is Amber Heights? I expected more. Altars, or incense, or both. And the fourth option is, I just need you to stop using devil's speak. I forgot what that is for. Let's say the third one first. This is Amber Heights? I expected more altars, or incense, or both.
Shed the trappings of a materialistic life, Captain. You'll find your soul much less burdened.
Also, we're broke.
Yes. If we were meant to enjoy the things that glitter and shine, the universe would provide them.
Also, we're broke. That was funny. He's talking a lot. And she's like straight to the point. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I can say, makes sense. You need to survive. You can't afford frivolity. Or I can say, that's a refreshing perspective. Most of Halcyon obsesses over what they can buy. And the third one is, it has provided them on store shelves. I mean, this one is a good one too. This one is good. Both of them are good. I'm gonna say this one. Makes sense. You need to survive. You can't afford frivolity.
Damn right we can't. We're being eaten alive out here. We can't be throwing bits at...
Zora, please. We'll discuss this later. I apologize. My second-in-command can be overzealous at times. Now, why have you come?
My options are, Hiram needs you to stop using devil's speak. Or I can say, I want you to know more about your teaching. I want to know more about your I want to know more about your teachings. Or I can say, just tell me I'm getting tired, probably. Tell me about the iconoclasts, or just checking out the sites. I'll be back. Leave conversation. I saw this and I added this. Tell me about the iconoclasts.
The iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
I can say, but it would be dangerous to let anarchy run rampant. I can say, from what I've seen, I have to agree anarchy would be better. Or I can say, that's the second one. So the first one, but it'd be dangerous to let anarchy run rampant. The second one is, from what I've seen, I have to agree anarchy would be better. The third one is this why the board has cordoned off monarch? Or I can say, well, the rest of the colony thinks your way is insane. This one, is this why the board has cordoned off monarch? Is this why the board has cordoned off monarch?
Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. All right.
I've heard people mention an Amber Heights massacre. What happened?
I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it.
That was a painful day for us all.
The options are, I can only imagine, sorry I asked, or why did you have family here? Or I can say, sore topic, huh? Yeah. Well, I can only imagine, sorry I asked.
It's fine. Perhaps someday I'll be strong enough to recall that tragedy, but today is not that day.
Okay. I want to know more about your teachings.
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
1 second. The options are, I hear the word eternal thrown around a lot. What is it? Or I can say, what do you mean by an awakening? Or I can say, do you believe in a creator? Or I can say, never mind. Do you believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
First option, right, but what started it all? Second option, that sounds like nonsense. Okay, nonsense. Okay, first one. Right, but what started it all?
Questions like these are distractions. It doesn't matter whether an entity sparked the universe or not. Only by pursuing the eternal truth will we find these and other answers.
Okay. What do you mean by an awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI just like the overlords before him.
Yeah, I know. So I know who to support, you or him. My first option is, so Sanjar betrayed you, you turned to religion, and now here we are. Or I can say, but his workers enjoy much more freedom than those of the board. Or I can say, I've brushed with that, but I don't believe any of this. Well, let me see this. But his workers enjoy much more freedom than those of the board.
Their leashes may be longer, but their collars are just as tight.
That was a nice one. That was a nice way to express what he had to say. I hear the word eternal thrown again, give me a second. So
the point
he says this. So Sanjar betrayed you and you turned to religion. Now here we are.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Another is that misfortune often brings opportunity. I found my path through the tragedies of my past.
I hear the word eternal thrown around a lot. What is it?
The eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
First option, even OSI, are they members similarly divine? Or I can say, I must be more divine than a beast. Or I can say, but I don't believe in any of this. How can I be divine? Well, he said some things. Even OSI, are they members similarly divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence. You and...
I must be more divine than a beast.
Divinity cannot be quantified, Captain. It is or it isn't. We are or we aren't.
Hello, Florin.george Stan. Welcome to the stream. How are you? How's your day? I'm playing some Outer Worlds. You? And the last option here is... But I don't believe in any of this. How can I be divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
Okie dokie. Never mind.
All right.
Any option here left? Well, the rest of the colony thinks your way is insane.
The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure.
Okay. Never mind.
Why have you come?
Still in town? Nice. I have some questions for you. Is it gonna send me back to the other things?
All right.
Yeah, never mind.
Why have you come?
Hiram needs you to stop using Devil's Peak.
Stop? No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people.
The first option is your broadcasts aren't working, nobody is listening. The second option is you really think the board's going to let its citizens listen to your propaganda, and the third one is do it or I'll force you to. The second one, you really think the board's going to let its citizens listen to your propaganda?
They can't be everywhere at once. Surely there are radios that still catch our message here and there. Surely.
And now, the big options. The options are... I've been around the colony and I've never heard it. First option. Second one is... It's not that it's not getting out, it's that the people who hear it don't care. That's the second one. The third one, Science 35, you're only transmitting on a single radio frequency and very few people can receive it. That's the third one. And the fourth one, look, I don't really care how effective it is. I just need the tower quiet. Let's go with the third one. Science 35. You're really only transmitting on a single radio frequency and very few people can receive it.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
I mean... no, I'm not. I'm only on YouTube and Twitch. So she said, let's try to survive, and he was like, no, I got an idea. Yeah. Try another way. It seems that the captain's timing must be fate. So he wants to press papers. Press papers, okay? Or something like that. Printing press. My options are, sounds fair to me, or I can say, hold on, you're saying you want to print propaganda in their magazines? Or I can say, I'll need some time to consider it, leave conversation, or I can say, attack. That's too much work, I'll just kill you now and be done with it, leave conversation. I'm gonna say, sounds fair to me.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
My options are MSI supplies you? First one. Second one, where is the supplier? And the third one is, alright, I'll be back. First one, MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Yes, like and subscribe. Where is the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Alright, I'll be back.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Yeah, I'll get food and medicine. This guy is going crazy, but I don't care.
The cool evening air refreshes my spirit and brings only the faintest hint of sulfur.
I have some questions for you. It's the same, I think. Yeah.
Why have you...
I'll be going now. Leave conversation. I mean, he's doing a very small fight against the ginormous board and everything. So, why not help him?
Ah, crazy town.
Let's see. Faction quest, the distress signal, yeah. So we have 3 faction quests now. Get into the arms building. The Bolt 52 is an abandoned building north of Stellar Bay. Then optional, wipe any terminals in the building. Sandra wants the data on any terminals in the arms building deleted. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's help him, then we help him, then maybe we make peace in between them. Let's try to go there, maybe. I think I need to talk to Catherine to do I think I have a quest to go to her, right? Yeah. That's gonna be done after. Ow. So now we're gonna go in a building and loot every little thing in it and spend like 20 days looking for loot, killing 10 enemies and doing the quest. Probably. No damage, I'm impressed. I have so many heals now that I don't misclick it with F. Now I have it on alt though. So when I tab out, that happens. If I'm not using the bridge, do I die? Probably, yeah. I think I even tried it before, or maybe fell by accident, I forgot. Look at me jumping like a rabbit. Nice.
Centrifuge mode activated. Body bag with fire.
Let's have some fun. Bonk. That was loud. That one was still alive. Okie dokie. Do I break through the main door? Unlock with arms building key. Okay. Open. Yeah. Turn to blue. Almost said yellow. And now let me loot everything. Everything that I'm not gonna probably use. Maybe I'm gonna sell some. You never know. Man, the basic pistol can be so cool. That doesn't open and looks strange for a door. Maybe it's an old booth model. It has the gears that are around like the round door of a vault, but they're like this, you know. Interesting. Now let's read a lot. So, Monarch Stellar Industries Arms. Error. Brand data not found. Contact your nearest terminal engineer. So this one is jailbroken or something. Welcome to Archives, Records and Miscellaneous Storage, Arms. Please select one of the menu options below. View Executive Reviews. Accessing, loading last accessed document. And now, we have this. Executive Review for Sanjar Nandi. Sanjar has a bad habit of... I shouted when I said bad. Sanjar has a bad habit of padding his reports with numbers and statistics. Not very good with slogans, jingles, and or taglines. Presentations tend to be dry and lacking in emotional appeal and funny references. Sanjar also displays a noted tendency to complete work, rather than delegating it. A trend unbecoming in upper management. All in all, Sanjar's work habits just a preoccupation with details and a startling lack of vision. We cannot recommend him for further advancement. Needs improvement in the following areas: interpersonal communication, brevity, delegation, idea generation, return to root. Okay, and now we have all of these. Note: all executive reviews are the property of Monarch Stellar Industries. It is not permissible to view or tamper with any executive review without the approval of an authorized manager. Monarch Stellar Industries is not responsible for any mental, emotional, or digestive distress that may result from viewing these reviews. The first one, executive review, Nandi Sanjar. Executive review for Nandi Sanjar. Is this the same? Yeah, this is the same. Executive review, Brian Graham. And it says accessing restricted file, executive authorization required to process Hack20 spoof login credentials. Now let's see. Executive review for Graham Bryant. Graham's understanding of product messaging and branding is impressive, especially for a relatively low-level editor. Has a knack for memorable slogans and taglines. However, Graham has issues with brevity and shows consistent disregard for prescribed fonts and formats. Some of his work has been flagged for subversive undertones. Recommend further supervision. So he was kind of like that from before, or I don't know. And now we have executive review Eriksson Dora. Executive review for Dora Eriksson. Dora shows a real knack for brief but compelling presentations, supported by catchy slogans. Her delegation skills are also top-notch. She can build a lengthy meeting around any topic and emerge with plenty of work assigned. Recommend for promotion. Return to root. I can delete them all. Delete all. I did it. Continue. Return to root. Okay, exit. I did it. I'm hiding their tracks and their bad things they did. Why is this boarded off? Oh, that's a decent one. Maybe. Tough bread. I don't know if I saw that upgrade. Maybe I do have one, I don't know. Did something exploded? We found a lot of helmets and things.
Oh, hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats for boots?
I was sipping some coffee. My first option is hello, who's in there? My second option is I don't think they figured that out yet. Who are you? And my third option is a lie 35. Snarl like a raptidon. I don't think they figured that out yet. Who are you?
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here and a Manta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here and, now the door's locked. Little help?
Of course. The first option is you got locked in. How? Second option is Well, I need to get in that room. And the third option is I need to get in that room, but maybe I'll let you start first. Okay. You got locked in. How?
It's easier than it sounds, all right? Next time you get chased by raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions.
Okay. Well, I need to get in that room.
Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
Okay. My first option is I think I found it. Second option is seeing as you're trapped, you might as well answer a few things for me. And third option is there must be a way to open it from the inside. The second option, seeing as you're trapped, you might as well answer a few things for me.
Sure. Beats not answering questions.
My first option is who are you? Second one is so get locked in closets often. Third one is I'm looking for a bolt 52, any lying around. And fourth option, back to the door. Right, back to the door. First one, who are you?
Huxley. I'm an iconoclast runner. The iconoclast runner. Fastest we've got. Ain't a raptidon on this void-forsaken hellhole that can catch me. I'm... Sorry. Put me in a tiny room like this and I'm liable to flip. Not keen on tight spaces, you know?
Let's ask, tell me about the iconoclast. The second option that we have now.
Oh, that'd be my people. Graham and Zora and Milton and... I really miss them. You gonna let me out of here? I want to get back to Amber Heights.
My third option is so get locked in closets often.
My buddy locked me in here. I told you that. It was for my safekeeping on account of raptidons wanting to munch on my head. But, I mean, okay, yes, fine. I get myself into sticky situations. It's just part of the life, all right? Sometimes you gotta hide in a trash can so you don't get eaten by monsters.
First option is wait, really? I wasn't serious. Second option is that's disgusting. I'd rather be eaten. First option is wait, really? I wasn't serious.
Oh, neither was I. Who'd hide in a trash can? Gross.
Fourth option. I'm looking for a bolt 52. Any lying around?
Probably. I don't know. When I try to read things, my mind gets to wandering about all the things I could be doing instead.
I know how it is. Right, back to the door.
Get me out of here!
I think I found it.
Oh, much obliged.
And I have to open it, it seems. Unlock with arms building key.
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Okay. My first option is, you sure you're okay to travel? Second option is, normally when you help someone, they give you something for the trouble. Third option is, good luck, leave conversation. Fourth option is, yeah, just beat it. Leave conversation. Fifth option is, attack with the trouble you caused me. You're dying here, leave conversation. First one, you sure you're okay to travel?
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
Okay, well, normally when you help someone, they give you something for the trouble. I'm curious what I'm gonna, probably only money. Maybe I get a gun. So let's see. Normally when you help someone, they give you something for the trouble.
What? I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
Yeah, that's good enough. My options are... Life 55. By being saved by me, you entered into a non-negotiable contract. You now owe a recompense. Oh no. Second option is Intimidate 35. Give me something or I'm stuffing you back in there. Third option that I cannot do. Persuade 55. I can buy ammo with appreciation and respect. Fourth option is surely you have something on you. Fifth option is put in a good word for me with the iconoclasts and we'll call it even. This one. Put in a good word for me with the iconoclasts and we'll call it even.
Can do.
Iconoclast reputation increased. Nice. Now, the options are good luck, leave conversation. Yeah, just beat it, leave conversation. Or attack with the trouble you caused me. You're dying here, leave conversation. This the first one. Good luck, leave conversation.
Thanks a lot, lady.
Bye. And now... Well... The door doesn't work anymore, I cannot get stuck. Pick up Bolt 52 cartridge. I did. Return to Sanjar. Ah, no. I forgot he wanted to use it for something, but was it against enemy ships or he wants to use it on like the other faction, the iconoclasts. I'm gonna go to him any way I can.
Not bad, huh? Neutralized. One order of frickin' fan coming up. Unit's performance evaluation is sterling.
Don't die, guys. There we go. Transition to Stellar Bay. Nice, and now let's see what happens if I give him that. Yeah. Get capacity cartridges or extra supplies from Carlotta. And meet with Catherine. Maybe it's like bad, good, like in GTA 5 at the end, you know? Two options are bad and one of them is good. Hello Betty, welcome to the stream. How are you? How's your day? Thanks for stopping by. Sanjar Nandi, hello.
You should know you're getting excellent reviews from across the company. What can I do for you?
I don't know if this is gonna be good. But let's see. This one first. I need MSI to stop broadcasting. You're jamming Devil's Peak Station.
You think we're the problem? Have you even heard the nonsense Graham is spewing? It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
First option, there must be another way for you to do business. Second option is, I'll deal with Graham right now. Alright, I'll deal with Graham right now. I'm talking to you. There must be another way for you to do business.
Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52.
I found your review on a terminal in the arms building.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
First option is, sorry, it was already open. Second option is, you could have told me what was on that terminal. Third option is, yeah, you sent me into a Raptidon-infested mess to clean up after you. This one. Yeah, you sent me into a Raptidon-infested mess to clean up after you.
I didn't mean for any harm to come to you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
The options are, your left kidney. That's the first one. The second one is, who cares what they think? You're in charge now. The third option is, that much was definitely clear. This one, your left kidney.
One of the executives required a transplant.
He's lucky they didn't want a liver or a heart.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
The first option is, did it? Second option is, you're insane. I'm gonna go with the second one. You're insane.
No, I am a company man.
The first option is, who cares what they think? You're in charge now. Second option is, that's what you get for giving so much of yourself over to a corporation. This one. That's what you get for giving so much of yourself over to a corporation.
Oh, perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat.
First option is, take it easy. You've kept this city running against all odds. Take it easy. You've kept this city running against all odds. Second option is, do you want a medal? You're right. This place is a garbage heap. I don't want to be too mean to him, but I have to be mean to him because he's in a bubble. Take it easy. You've kept this city running against all odds. First option. And second option, do you want a medal? You're right. This place is a garbage heap. It is a garbage heap, but he kept it running, so I'm gonna go with this. Take it easy. You've kept this city running against all odds.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Oh, if I give this to you, something bad will happen. Let me save first.
You should know you're getting excellent reviews from across the company. What can I do for you?
Thank you. Give him the Bold 52 found. What was to the right of the screen? Increased reputation or decreased with the other guys? Because I didn't see. Save. Oh, it was just save complete. Never mind. Give him the Bold 52. I found the cartridge and deleted that data for you.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
Okay, first option is, how exactly is a data cartridge going to help? It's a data cartridge. I was so confused with this. Monarch Stellar Industries are now revering. You made it sound like you have lost. You made it sound like you were sending me after a weapon. Yeah, it sounded like a. That's why I'm confused. Give me a second. So revering means feel deep respect or admiration for something. For me? You're welcome, guys. How exactly is the data cartridge going to help? First option. Second one is, you made it sound like you were sending me after a weapon. This one. You made it sound like you were sending me after a weapon.
But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as Graham and his followers would like to think, but rather with meticulous documentation. And the Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 is one of the most formidable pieces of data entry in all of Halcyon. One false stroke can invalidate the entire document.
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemption section.
First option, what does Bold 52 do exactly? Second option, the pen really is mightier. Third option, don't hurt yourself, I guess. First one, what does the Bold 52 do exactly?
For our part, a Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
First option, yes, finally, the board will gather comeuppance. Second option, spare me the details and just tell me what comes next. Third option, let me guess, a paperweight. Fourth option, so you do want to go against the board? Don't be ridiculous. No, I want to go against the board too. This one, yes, finally, the board will get their comeuppance.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea? It's definitely a firm middle finger.
First option is I can get behind that. Second option is just tell me what you're planning. Third option is promise me that once I've helped you with this, MSI will stop its broadcasts. Promise me that once I've helped you with this, MSI. I can convince them with that, but I'm curious about this. Just tell me what you're planning.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
First option, Sanjar, you sly dog. Or second option, what does that mean for me? First option, Sanjar, you sly dog.
You really think so?
Don't encourage him.
I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
The first option is I know how to make people talk. Second option is sounds like you know her well enough yourself. This one sounds like you know her well enough yourself.
That's part of the problem. She has certain ambitions for Stellar Bay, and I fear my asking her would give her the leverage she's been looking for.
Don't get yourself worked up, sir. It's perfectly natural to have a healthy fear of her.
Oh, she's not fun scary like you, just scary. But that's why you'll be equipped to handle her.
The first option is I know how to make people talk. Second option is so go to Fallbrook and get the location of an illegal corporate facility. Then
once you subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
And I picked the second option. I picked this one. So go to Fallbrook and get the location of an illegal corporate facility. Then. Okay. First option, infiltrate a secret corporate base and kidnap the staff. Sure, easy. Second option, I'm on it. Let's go with the first one, because maybe we find out more. Infiltrate a secret corporate base and kidnap the staff. Sure, easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
I have questions about the MSI in the good old days.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
Let's see. You didn't tell me that Hiram found a loophole giving MSI control of Monarch.
Well, technically he may have suggested it, but he certainly wasn't doing the paperwork himself.
You were supposed to let Hiram control Devil Speak. That was the deal.
Technically he does. What exactly are you accusing me of?
First option, Intimidate 45. You're not upholding your end of the bargain. Cross me like that and things will get bad for you. Second option, he can't do much with the station while the airwaves are jammed. And third option is forget it. Second option, he can't do much with the station while the airwaves are jammed.
Until we're back on the board, I need to run those advertisements. If there's no business on Monarch, then we all starve. Hiram included. Besides, Graham's the one you should really be concerned about. His propaganda does nothing but crowd the frequency.
I don't know. I even forgot who the bad guy is. I think Hiram is a bit shady, wasn't he? Why did he want to free the air? I forgot that. I think it's gonna be bad if we free the airwaves. We'll see. I'll save and I'll change the end if I do something. I want to do it in a certain way, but we'll see what happens. I forgot that part. I want to talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
I've got to go. Leave conversation. Okay. So follow up. Meet with Catherine. Follow up with Catherine mailing. Optional, get high capacity cartridges or extra supplies from Carlotta. Do I? Yeah, I have that. So I have to get the printing press rollers from Carlotta. So I have to buy those things.
Now.
Where's the waypoint? Okay. I'm a bit confused with the things around here. You never know who to trust and what they're gonna do. This guy has a decent plan, but he was fishy. Can still be fishy. Can happen to anybody. Anybody can, like, once you help them, they're gonna turn it into like a weapon to destroy the other guys or betray you or something. So I'm gonna see what happens and how it turns out. I would just wanna do them a certain way, and we'll see how it's gonna turn up. I just don't even take these guys serious, like I just move through them. And I just get XP from that, because my teammates kill it. My companions. I'm getting really, really sleepy. And I think I'm gonna do this quest and call it tonight. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna take a day off, and Tuesday I'm gonna see you with Skyrim on the Romanian channel. And after that on this channel we might finish Cyberpunk. Well, I just wait for a day where I feel ready for it, I don't know. Or I have the energy. Niles, hello.
Hey, I know you. Boss says you've been real helpful, like. But, we got this handled. We appreciate but do not require your assistance. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off.
You wanna die? First option, what's going on here? What's going on here? Second option, let me handle this and I'll give you the credit when I report to Catherine. Third option is, I need to get inside. Fourth option is attack. Nobody tells me to sod off. Leave conversation. Fifth option is, off I go then. Leave conversation. Third option, I need to get inside.
And I'm just gonna let you walk on in? Why's that now?
I can lie. 55. I'm here to investigate reports of a mantis swarm infestation. Persuade. 55. You're here for Carlotta. I get it. I'll offer. You get paid. We'll go home with a win. Third option is bribe. Would 2,805 bits do the trick? Fourth option, never mind. Never mind.
Alright, you gonna sod off already?
Fine.
That's my nice way.
Yeah. I save. Let's see something. Where's my character? Persuasion 55. Make it 16. Apply.
That's my.
What he said? What does he say?
You're back. You shouldn't be. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off.
Okay, so let's see this. Persuade 55. You're here for Carlotta. I get it. I'll offer. You get paid. We all go home with a win.
Hell, I ain't gonna pass up free bits. Make it painful.
Okay. Bye. Sublight Pug. I could just kill them. No. Use.
It's too quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello?
First option is relax, the Sublight squad is gone. Second option is, do you have a moment to talk about our salvation through the order of scientific inquiry? Third option is, Carlotta, is that you? Third option, Carlotta, is that you?
Yeah, and for the 100th time, I'm not opening this door. Who are you anyway?
First option is, I'm Havalosi. Graham sent me to collect supplies. Second option is, just your friendly neighborhood iconoclast. So many Easter eggs. Third option is, it doesn't matter who I am. I'm here to pick up Graham's supplies. The first one. I'm Havalosi. Graham sent me to collect supplies.
Oh, finally! Tell Graham that this is the last run I'm doing. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
Thanks for welcoming me in. Hello?
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run.
My options are: why did Sanjar ban you from working with the iconoclasts? Second option is: why have you been helping Graham? Third option is: where will they get their supplies now? Fourth option: attack. I'm just going to take everything you have. Leave conversation. Third option first: where will they get their supplies now?
Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered?
Well, did I read this correctly? Where will they get their supplies now? From. Now, without from, okay. So I can say Graham's looking for some high capacity data cartridges, and Zora suggested extra food and medicine. I'm gonna go with food and medicine. Zora suggested extra food and medicine. This one, this option.
I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along. Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
Okay.
Go on. I need to get moving.
Okay. This is not stealing. I can just pick them off. Up. Whatever. Okay. Well, it's time to delete things. I don't know which is good, which is not. I just want to delete things. Break down. Even if they're the best, I'm gonna delete some, so I make space. That doesn't look like stealing to me. Inventory. 2153. 21 only. 24. Looks nice. 2153, okay. 29, 53, no. This is good enough. Okay. Thanks for everything. I'm not gonna lie. That's nice. Inventory, weapons. Let's see. Well. That looks interesting, but bye. Maybe keep that one. Let's go. Let's go and pick more. Never mind. There's always more things and more things. What the hell is happening? Okay. Can I sell the junk? Yeah, let's go. Read 1 kilogram in my inventory. Graham, okay. Let's go talk to him. I would like to make peace in between them so they don't fight or kill each other or something like that. How the hell do I end up there? My quest is there and I'm somewhere here. I take a right. I'm stuck in a rock. There we go. Please, thank you. Amber High. Hello, hello. I'm glad I remembered about these guys, because didn't go to them, didn't take any quests from them, and now I just did it. Can I talk to you?
Nice day,
no.
Huh?
Okay.
A monarch, anyway.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... we'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain.
Well, welcome back. My first option is, I got your rollers, the rest of your account went to food and medicine. And the other option is, who are the Van Noys? Who are the Van Noys?
You needn't concern yourself with trifling logistics.
Trifling logistics? They're our best unit, and now they're missing in action.
And we'll continue that discussion later.
Okay, this quest keeps on giving. The only option we have is, I got your rollers, the rest of your account went to food and medicine.
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
The options are, she isn't. Sanjar has declared a stop sale on goods to the iconoclast. That's the first option. The second option is, I've got bad news. Sanjar's made it illegal to sell to you guys. Third option is, I don't know what you did to piss him off, but Sanjar isn't selling to you anymore. The third one. No, the second one. I've got bad news. Bad news. Sanjar's made it illegal to sell to you guys.
That is most unfortunate. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared war.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony.
And the options are, what's next? Or the second one is, time to fix up the printing press then. The third one is, let me ask you something about spreading the truth. The third one. Let me ask you something about spreading the truth.
Yes?
My first option is, even if we clean up the press, how will you get the magazines to Terra 2? Second option is, what exactly are you going to put in these magazines? Third option is, why go through all this trouble? What are you trying to accomplish? Fourth option, right, back to the mission. Third option, why go through all this trouble? What are you trying to accomplish?
The corporations have been shackling workers' souls for centuries. Workers are glorified slaves to their companies, to their society, to their own minds. Free will has all but vanished. I believe that by freeing oneself from the corporate structure, indeed from the very rules of man, one can find their own truth. And, through that, the cosmic truth that binds us all. The eternal truth.
Okay. Second option now. What exactly are you going to put in these magazines?
A subtle lesson here, a word about the eternal there. In small ways, I hope to bend the public's mind towards seeing the truth.
Okay. And now the first option. Even if we clean up the press, how will you get the magazines to Terra 2? I'm gonna ask this now.
Our very resourceful sublight friends have already agreed to help. For their standard fee, of course. They'll replace periodicals around the colony with our subtly edited versions. The board's workers will learn of our truth without even realizing it.
Yeah, it could be interesting. Right, back to the mission.
Certainly.
Time to fix up the printing press then? Or maybe let's see. Yeah, maybe this one. Time to fix up the printing press then? The other option is what's next, but this one. Time to fix up the printing press then.
The print... Oh no. Graham, you didn't.
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been successful.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
Reminder! Prolonged exposure to germicidal fumes kills brain cells.
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
Have some goddamn faith! First option is, spreading the word has to be priority number 1, otherwise how can this movement grow? Second option is you could have sent them after backing Zora up, right? Third option is, do you two ever stop bickering? I'm gonna go with Zora because this guy seems a bit off. You could have sent them after backing Zora up, right?
Yes, you're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our actual problems. Look, just... if the Vernoys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this, I have a feeling we'll need them.
Okay, the first option is I'll do everything I can, leave conversation. Second option is the printing press comes first, leave conversation. Third option is no promises, leave conversation. The first one, I'll do everything I can, leave conversation. Okay. Optional, retrieve Zora's theme. And I have to repair the printing press. I'll do my best to save the guys and the girls. Girls. And now we have errors unseen. Follow up with Catherine Malin. Meet with Catherine and save the guys, save the team. That's what we have as secondaries. Okay, this all the quests we have done. That's a lot of them. And not even one is botched. I love that. And that's a lot of armor and damage. Nice, and whatever. Codex. Wow. Nice. You have some lore. And everything you need. We have this side quest, Return to Gladys, that I'm gonna do up close to the end of the game probably. Or we'll see when. Like as later as possible. And then we have the DLC and the main thingy. Help the broker deal with MSI and the Iconoclast. So, I talked to everybody, all three factions we have up here, out in the wild, all three cities or towns. I'll try to make peace in between them, not really pick a side. I'll do my best not to pick a side. It gives me that... I like this vibe, like when I have to pick a side in between factions, sends me to like The Witcher. The first two of them, you really have to pick in between humans and elves, and most of the time I go in between. The first time I help the elves, then I try to stay in between, not really help the humans, because they anyway have the what do you call it, upper hand. Like they have so many people and so many advantages and empires and mages and soldiers, armies, whatever. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. We have the main city, we have Sanjar with the people. They're a bit overworked, but they're not slaving around like in out in the galaxy, in the, what do you call it, where the board is ruling. We have these guys, the Iconoclasts, that are anarchists. So I think Sanjar are a bit towards communists. These guys are a bit more anarchists. And I think Catherine, based on how those guys are there, could be like something else, still anarchy, or maybe, I don't know what's, they're just marauders, so I don't know. I'm confused with those at the moment. They're just the brains. And we have the faction of those warriors, those soldiers that we found. I forgot from which faction, but there is some soldiers on the map. Let me leave the place. I'm gonna stop the stream in Ember Heights, but I'm gonna first try my best to understand something here. Like we have these guys. Where was it? CMP brought abandoned safe house. I do not see them here. I do not know where they are sitting around. I'm confused with that. Pay for the printer, yeah. Like there is another. Yeah, I know I can fast travel. I don't want to. Most of the time I forget about it. There is that other faction of soldiers. Are they from the board? They're just soldiers, and I forgot the faction because I'm playing this game once a week or 2 weeks. I know we met some soldiers. Hello. Almost shot you. Maybe we're gonna go a bit more. Let's see. So this is the broken bridge. I need to take a left here. Maybe not die, hopefully. I still died. I saved though. I try to heal while falling, but it doesn't work. Continue. I don't know which faction that is. I totally forgot. Okay. But we've met them at Devil's Peak. And I think now we have access. Yeah, let me find them. I want to find them because after helping them at Devil's Peak, they said something about meeting with their leader, I think. So there could be a fourth faction included here.
Avoid contact with eyes. Liquid is caustic.
And it was like I need to go in front somewhere, I think.
Alert! Dirt alert!
Let me try to find my way there. Like, follow and subscribe for the last minutes of the stream. Let's go. Probably like 10.
Invasive contaminants detected.
So that's the Fallbrook thingy. I think it says Fallbrook there, yeah. Fallbrook, yeah. That's where Catherine rules, and the other guys were like, maybe this way. Do we have something in front? Forlorn Crossroads, fast travel, whatever. Let's see. Maybe at the factory?
Infestation encroaching.
Hello guys. It tickles me when you shoot at me, brother. Let me see. They should not be there, right? I don't think so. Abandoned safe house. Where the hell did I find those guys? Because I found them by mistake. I mean, exploring. I found them exploring. I want to start the next stream at their door. I think these are the guys. So what's here? This is the factory, right? Yeah. They took over the factory. The animals made a bit of a sound like some boss in Deeper Galactic. So these are mechanical sentry. No. These are corporate guard. Yeah, they are from the board, I think. I saved the animal. The animal pushed me through the thingy. The animal literally beat my ass and pushed me through the thingy. Need to save close to the entrance so I see that. To see if I can talk to somebody here. Or whatever. And from here we're gonna go to any mission we want next time. Nice.
Dirt alert! Dirt alert!
My companions don't really get hit if I just run, it seems. Interesting.
Food poisoning is one of the leading causes of death in Halcyon. Not surprising when you see these places from the inside.
They don't seem to attack now anymore. Can I talk to any of you? Right now, I do not know how. I do not know if I can. I think somebody told me that I can talk to the leader here. I know what to do. And how. And whatever. And they shoot on sight, so yeah. But I'm gonna save here. We have to save the guys and fix the printing press. Hopefully I'll notice that I have to save the team too. Hopefully it's gonna be like obvious anyway. Then we probably go to Catherine, which I think is the same with Catherine Malin. And do these two things. We end things, we finish them on... Can I see the entire map? I don't think I can see. I can only see the region. I have to go back to my ship if I want to see the entire map. But we're gonna go from there to there to there, see if there's like any planet that hasn't been explored and has any other quests. Then do the DLCs, and that could be it for the game. We'll see. I still don't know where it leads to as an end of the game, because you're literally thrown into this world, and what's the purpose of the end? Like, we unfreeze the other guys. Hopefully we can do that at the end. And then what do we do with the board? Because it's too big to, like, maybe in the second game it's gonna end in a cliffhanger, and maybe in the second game you have a lot of people and companions and we grow as I don't know, space pirates, freedom fighters, Star Wars type of thingies, and maybe even space warfare like in Starfield or No Man's Sky. Boof. And yeah, we'll see how it ends. I'm curious about the end and about the lore. And based on how good it will end, because the middle of the game, normal Fallout thing, normal Bethesda game, even though it's made from the other guys, Obsidian, that made Fallout New Vegas. So it has its things in the middle. A little bit too much dialogue, I might say. Sometimes you get some fun, but sometimes when you have to talk to people, you really have a lot of talking, you know? So yeah, that might be a bit too much, because like in Fallout and Skyrim, you go to a building or a cave, and you go and loot and look around, and things are happening that are scripted, and those things get revived or attack you or come from the vents or whatever, or get out their graves. But here you like fight out in the wilderness, maybe go to a building, there's like 5 to 10 enemies, a lot of loot, you get something and you come back. It's more like a lot of talking and fetch quests. But we'll see about that. And we fought a Mantiquin, but it was a cave with like some enemies and a boss battle, so we'll see. It's like nice, but most of the time I don't even feel like I'm streaming, because there's not much action. I only read and they talk. Like I ask them things, the AI, the NPC responds, and yeah. But yeah, let me thank to the guys that were here today in the chat. And I'll see you Tuesday with the amazing Skyrim, which is another game in this style, but totally different as a vibe, lower end setting. So I thank for being here today in the chat on YouTube. To Micora, Alexandru, Florin.george Stan, and Betty. Thanks for being here today, guys. I love you. To anybody else that liked, joined, subscribed, entered the Discord, watched, or will watch the stream in the future as a video, I thank you. To the guys in the chat, I thank you. Next time on this channel, we either start something new, not really, I have to finish the game to start something new. We either play Cyberpunk, Wildlands, or that's it, or maybe some hunt or something, I don't know. This one I already did it, so I have to play something in between, playing it again. So next time I'm gonna see you with probably Cyberpunk, that's the most probable. Then we have Wildlands, and maybe from time to time if we introduce some hunt in between, we'll see. But thank you guys, I love you. I'll see you, if Tuesday is gonna be the Romanian channel, link in the description by the way. If you speak only English, no problem, stop by, I'll respond to you in English. Tuesday is gonna be the Romanian channel, and Wednesday we're gonna have the maybe the end of Cyberpunk. If I start the stream early and I don't have a migraine, it's not gonna melt me off because of how hot it gets close to the summer and during the summer. So if the planets align, we're gonna finish Cyberpunk. If not, we're gonna play Cyberpunk and maybe finish it in the stream after, but we're very close to the end, so I don't know. We'll see how long I think in 4 hours we might finish it. If we stream 4 hours, by the feel of it. Don't know how much it is like the cutscenes and talking and everything at the end of it, because that could stretch the game a lot. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you. I love you. Me, Sam, Ellie, and everybody in the not the unreliable, my ship, which I forgot the name at the moment. Right now, I forgot the name. I forgot the name of my ship. Well, oops. Something like broken down ship. That's the name. Ship name Outer Worlds. Not the unreliable. My ship. What's the name of my ship? What's your name for your ship, blah? Wait. If you don't know. Oh wait, your name to. So the ship, your own ship doesn't have an own name. Why do I remember like I have a name on my ship? My ship has a name. Because the unreliable is the big one, right? Like the one you travel to? Or is like my ship is the unreliable? Now I'm confused. And what's... So my ship is named the Unreliable. And the big one was named... who cares, man? I'm confused. I'll have to travel back to the boat. The ship if I want to do that. If I want to find out. So, I don't know. Outer World's big ship name. The Groundbreaker. Yeah, that's the Groundbreaker. So mine is the Unreliable. Okay. That's what I messed up in my brain, because I thought that the big one was the Unreliable, but I knew that my ship has something like that as a name, and blah. So the Groundbreaker is the big one that does like livable, people live in it, like multiple, like a small city, town, whatever. The Unreliable is my ship. But yeah, me, the guys on the Unreliable, Ada, all my companions, and Sam and Ailey that are with me right now, thank you. I'll see you very soon, next week. I love you. Like, subscribe, share, follow, report, comment, anything. View. And you know. Bye bye. Bye bye.